Ladies and gentlemen, they just updated Alpha with a change to the Railguns. Isn't that crazy?
GMODISM.
So, new Alpha build live. There are some changes to sales, but the largest part is like Railguns and APS in general. Because you can see her hollow point shells now has the same speed like sabot heads or armor piercing heads. Yeah, they have the same speed. They are not... You can no longer mix hollow point and heavy heads. That was my strategy before. I have some plans for doing that. So they'll go into the bin. Hollow point, wow. It's... I don't know why, I don't know how, but hollow points is as fast as armor piercing or sabot shells now. Isn't that great? Anyways, I don't know why heavy heads are so slow still, but who cares? Rigging, there are some changes to rigging. Who cares? Okay, Age of Sail builders care, I'm sorry. Oh, cool. Connect chains? That's cool. Anyways, miscellaneous. There is another thing we should keep in mind here. Aimpoint targeting is now basically looking for cells rather than looking for blocks in specific. So now cram cannons will not be super targeted like they have been for a long time, which is pretty cool. And I'm very sad to hear that cram cannons will no longer dry fire. Well, oh, this is huge. Steam propellers, steam valves no longer vulnerable to EMP. Man, now we can finally use the steam valve without having a compromised engine. That's so cool. We'll have a lot more efficient steam engines from now on people's builds. There was actually a way I recently found out how you could bypass this, but whatever. Yeah, well, in this video, we're basically going to look at the railgun stuff. So, rail casing modifier was 0.5, and now it's 1.25. So, rail casings finally can make your shell use more rail draw than before, because previously, like solid warheads was just superior way to accelerate your shell, and now rail casings, yeah, actually have a use. Rail charger energy has been buffed, so they now almost 50% more recharge per unit. Instead of 200 per second, it's 280. Rail barrel rail energy. So before it was 5,000 per block, now it's 7,000. So wow, I bet this will break a lot of people's burst guns. Oh shit. Anyways, that's cool. So we need less crazy barrels now. I guess they mean rail barrel. I guess they mean rail magnets, or are they not called that? I don't know. And new rail casing cost modifier. So basically, rail casings are cheaper than gunpowder casings, which makes sense, I guess. And new pure rail recoil factor. So you have 40% less recoil if you choose to go 100% railgun. Wow, that's certainly going to make pure railguns useful again, because previously rail assist was the only thing you could have. If you wanted to be useful, that is. Yeah, so let's dive into the game then. So we're here at the test platform Mark 3. And here we have... so now we can basically look around here. So the rail draw is still the maximum that it was. And here we have Netra made us 500mm. Like this is the max maxed out shell for 8-meter autoloaders, which has a crazy amount of kinetic damage. Now, I wonder if this now can be like improved. This is actually pure railgun, right? Yeah, this is a pure railgun setup. Yeah, that's a pure railgun setup. So we can see if we can like outmatch this then. I don't know. Or if we can make it better. So here we have something like... We need to... I think we need to... I had another round in the chamber before. Oh, right. Rail use. Capacity, right. That's... Let us check here. Okay, set it to max. Nice. And now we have a decent speed. Let's try and shoot at these. I want to see what shell this is. This is just the blue shell. So we have a sabot head and some solids. You know, that's pretty useful. Pretty usual. What if we like... I guess we can just boost this thing up. The railgun menu. Just boost it up a bit. That's nice. Now both of them go 2295. That's interesting. Oh, wait. I feel we have a little bit of a mixed bag here. Reload all. So you are now Netrameda shell. You go at 1796. Okay, that sounds more familiar. And you go at 2295. Nice. I'll guess we'll just fling it then. Fire. Oh shit. Yeah. It's a good shell. It's a good shell, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder if it reloaded. I think it did. Shredding your alloy ducts. Okay, I just had to. Metal ducts. Bam. Heavy armor ducts. Just 3. Was it 3 before? I think it was just 3 before. But it's insane. This is insane. Bam. Such damage. Yeah. I think Netrameiras is just what it was before. I don't think it changed at all, actually. Yeah, it's like... This is optimized for using up all those 200,000. So for this, I don't think you can improve this. I don't think it's improvable, but I don't know. All right, so let's play around with this then. We don't need a sabot head. We should probably have a heavy head for this. And then just a couple of solid warhead bodies. Now the solid warhead bodies are going to make it pretty scary, but now we have gunpowder. So Netrameiras shell is actually pure railgun. It is gunpowder free. And it's a long rod. So I'm just curious. Could we, potentially, if we replace these with railgun casings... Oh shit, it goes up to 2000 very fast. Solid warhead body, okay. It's still maxed out. Oh yeah, that's the thing with this gauge. It's just maxed out. It's just maxed out. It's like if we only have solid warhead bodies, it will be maxed out too, right? Okay, so if we go down in gauge a little bit. Now this is gonna have a really unfair... Oh, Netrameiras shell was like set up for... originally, this should have been 500 millimeters. So I guess I'll deserve to give you a shot with it at 500. Just so you can see the damage. What the fuck? Does it less damage? Damn it. What is this shit? Why? So like... How? Was the expected armor pierce like higher or whatever? I don't know, man. This is weird. Is there anything wrong with you? You have maxed out this. Okay. Hey, you should be good. You should be good. This makes no sense. Whoops. Teleporting all over the place. Okay. Let's just fire this thing. It like shoots... Did it shoot 3 before? What the hell? What is this? Go down to 400 then. So now we only got 2 of them. What the fuck? I don't see how this works. I don't see how this works, man. Our crappy shell over here is obviously, who cares? So we're gonna set this to 500. And we're just gonna go to this side. We're gonna set it to Netrameira's shell. Access totally integrated. By the way, if you download the platform Mark III, all of these shells are like included. So just reload the thing. This is 400, this is 500. Okay. You use max, you use max. Right, so rail use is actually lower for this side, 400 millimeters, 500 millimeters. Shell speed is a little bit slower for the 400 millimeter. What the fuck? Alright then, so we'll just repair this thing and just fire then. The 400 millimeter does more damage. Why? I guess they're just gonna shoot through these. Look at that. What the hell? The 400 millimeter does more damage. Why does it do more damage? This makes no sense. Because like, this makes me, this is weird. So if we put this to like 480 or something, it seems like it has too much free, like it's unable to use or something, use all that rail charge or whatever. It feels like that probably with the update, maybe we change some values there somehow. Because the barrel here, it should have a lot more than it did before. Yeah, we have a much bigger capacity in the barrel, of course, because these railgun they are called magnets. They are called not barrels, they're called magnets. Unless there is a new part. Let me check that first. There is no new part. Misspelling maybe in the update post. Okay. Like according to this little stat here, we can clearly see the stats down here. If we have this slightly below, we can't use all the rail draw, but obviously for some reason, like this is like 1.5 and this is like 1.6. Yeah, what the hell? This makes no sense. I honestly don't, I'm not sure what's happening here. I'll need to do a lot more testing. And this is an alpha update, by the way. So it's very possible that the numbers in the menu is kind of off. Yeah, well, so maybe the numbers is just off. We'll have to rely on our tests here. Testing that. So 480 is worse than 400. So then the next shell would be to try maybe like below 400. Perhaps that's even better shell. We're just gonna repair this. Fire. Bam. 400 is the sweet spot, is it? So this is now weaker. Huh. We have a new weird sweet spot, I must say. APS, if we bring this to 450, I don't know, man. I have no idea what we're doing right now. I'll just repair this and fire. What the fuck? That's so much worse. Okay, so 410? Can we see a difference between 400 and 410? Maybe the reason why 400 is so superior here is really obvious and I just have no idea. That could be entirely true. Maybe I missed some setting. Alright, if it's one of the gun is just superior in some weird way and I just messed something up, let's try 400 versus 400 here. See if they deal the same amount of damage. They do. Nothing wrong with the guns. So if we do slightly under 390 perhaps. Bam. 390 is slightly worse. That's crazy. I wonder, like, seriously, 401? We can't see a difference between 401, can we? That's not going to be needing reloading. Just fire, bam. It's the same. Okay, I guess 400 is the sweet spot. I don't know, man. This is crazy. Can we improve this shell, though? I kind of think we can't, but let's try it. Let's try it. So, we need to have one as a comparison, right? And the other one as... So I'll do a copy. I'm gonna go down and copy this thing here. Wherever we can find it. There we have it. I'm just gonna bring it to the surface. Bam. And we're gonna rename this shell X. And this side we're going to assign everything to X. Like, I don't even know anymore if 20 module is still the optimal one. But yeah. So the penetration depth fuse makes it a bit faster. I'm kind of wondering here how to tackle this. So I'm just gonna wing it and, like, if we have like the base bleeder, maybe where is the base bleeder? Why can't I choose a base bleeder? I guess I need to choose this as a railgun. So I'll have 2 railgun casings and then a base bleeder. All right. Reload all. Now this is slightly different, right? It's a bit faster. So it sucks. Yeah, so the railgun casing didn't really... And I want to look at these stats, but I kind of realized that it's not gonna work. So if I have more railgun casings until it would use all of its power at this size. Railgun casing. Like 1 more, okay. 1 more. Huh. It's not adding more. Is it like the maximum piece? I don't know, man. We're like slightly decreasing? Okay. So if we go into this one and just make sure it's maxed out and just do a reload everyone and try again. We still... yeah. Okay, that's weird. Obviously, we need to do a lot more testing. This has opened up some opportunities, and it is an alpha build. So I feel like I don't want to sit here and test this for 5 hours if they change it tomorrow, if I get inaccurate results. But like, if you play in alpha, go ahead and do some tries, and please tell me what you find in the comments field. For now, I think I want to see what happens, like with the railgun casings. I bet we can make a shell really fast. So if we have like a heavy head and only like railgun casings, what type of shell will we get, I wonder? So according to this, we can kind of use... Where can we use the max? 395 millimeters. So if we set this to 395 and we just reload all, so we have a lot of railgun casings here, that's gonna be a really fast shell. To really see how fast it is, let's go to slow motion and just check this out. This is now this is now 5,000 meters per second. That's like a lot faster than Mach 10. Right? Anyways, let's just fire this. Alrighty, it's very fast. It's very fast. Bam. It deals so little damage, but it's really fast. So I wonder, like the max speed I could get before was if we fired like only a base bleeder. I wonder how fast a base bleeder only will be now. A base bleeder only... Did I click reload? 8,000 meters per second? I had to look that up. That's Mach 23. So if we... in the slowest speed in the game, we can barely see it. Oh my. Alright, so we can certainly make an even faster shell now. We can't even see it firing. This is like a hit scan weapon. Could you see that? I can't see it. It doesn't render. Okay. Well, isn't that great? So if I'm gonna shoot into the air here, and just... Where did it go? Okay. Whee! Excellent. So... Oh, it doesn't go that far. It gets like... Oh, okay, where are we? So it's like whoops, and it kind of after 8,000 meters, which is plenty, it kind of just stops. But it's almost instant. Like it's a very useless weapon. Don't you know? Holy shit. How much rail use is that? 200 and... Is that... I can't read. Is that 237,000, I think? That's a lot more than our native recharge. Yeah. Great. Yeah. I think that's gonna be a pretty useless weapon, you know? But it's fun. We can basically have a hit scan APS that just, you know, instantly applies damage, which is nice, I guess. You know, I don't really know what I wanted to show you with this video else than railguns are now not shit anymore. But, you know, that's kind of that. So, a little bit of empirical testing. Please put in the comments what we should test next. And I just want to say big thanks to all of the supporters of the channel. Admiral Dragon X62, Commodore the All-Around Gamer, our commanders Ali, Ben Wilkie, Cameron Dixon, Sven van der Velder, Lieutenants Anto Cravey, Danny Saikin, Owen, Parbagreed, Vincent Veritas, Volkite, Rick Pearl, and Scoobrocks. And of course all our cadets. And big sorry if I forgot anyone. I'll need to check if the list is still updated, you know. Also, stay tuned and see you in the comments if you get some crazy research on your end. This is just an initial study of empirical testing. By the way, there is more GMODism like from the depth content on the GMODism channel, so check that out too. Bye.